What the fuck, man?
Huh.
What the fuck?
Well,
Okay? You know, what did I say in my last, reaction vid, rant about Hollywood just so desperate for ideas, that not only do they have to, remake our classic films, but now they're so desperate they have to remake our, cult classics, our guilty pleasures now, with Point Break bullshit coming out later this year. You guys can check out that video in the rant section. But yeah, I mean, seriously, I was done. I got the Point Break remake bullshit out of my system. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
And now freaking Ghostbusters is being remade.
Yeah, but
I was really angry about it. Okay, but now I'm over it.
no.
I'm over that now. All right. Nothing's gonna beat the original. Fuck this new Ghostbusters. If it's good, great. Whatever. If it's good, then I'll give it props.
And that's the thing about remakes.
Yes.
Some are going to be okay, but most of them are going to come and go. They're going to be like a RoboCop remake, reboot, whatever.
Right.
Who the hell remembers RoboCop? The remake. Who remembers RoboCop?
I've forgotten it already.
Exactly. So I mean, I predict Point Break isn't even going to make it on the map. Yeah. Ghostbusters will be a fad for 2 seconds. It'll either be really funny or it'll be meh, and then it'll go away. However, our grievance today, and even I have a little bit of an issue with this, and it's going to be a little surprising because I am all for the emergence of Hollywood embracing more active female roles. And what I mean by more active is stronger portrayals, not the damsels in distress. And I'm not... Let me make one thing clear. I am not an uber feminist where I'm like, no, video games, they're all crap because it's all damsels in distress and it's this and that and women are just, they need... I am all for fair game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like seeing women always being the victims, but I'm not gonna make a big fuss over it if the woman isn't as active as she should be, but I would like to see stronger female characters. However, my problem is that Hollywood rarely is able to realistically and successfully pull that off.
Yes.
And to do what they're doing in this Roadhouse remake, whatever.
Oh.
We have...
Roadhouse, damn it! Damn it! One of my favorite movies of all time! Why? Why?
We have we have a writer attached that has proven to be not that great.
Let's look. Who's okay? Here we go.
Let's start with the writer,
Michael Stokes' brother. Okay, let's see. What has he done? What awesome, fantastic ness has he achieved here? Maya the Bee TV series. Ooh! Oh, Roadhouse is in good hands, babe. Here we go. Babar and the Adventures of Badoo.
Woo!
Woo, Babar! Yes!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got tons of stuff here. Exit Speed, what the fuck is that? Jane and the Dragon, Todd World, Totally Spies. Oh, this is a hell of a resume. This is amazing.
So we essentially have a child programming writer writing Roadhouse. Is that what you're saying?
That's what it looks like.
And the director. Let's move on to the director.
All right, let me click on it here. All right, the director is Rob Cohen. Okay, now look, he has a few decent hits here. He did the first Fast and Furious films, decent. Dragon Bruce Lee story was decent. But let's check out his recent movies. Hold on. Okay. Director. Oh, we have a plethora. We have a plethora of awesomeness here.
Do we now?
Yes, here we go. The Boy Next Door. Woo! Yeah, baby! Alex Cross. Yes! Because, we all know that Tyler Perry couldn't fight himself. Couldn't fight his way out of a men's bathroom. So if you watch that movie, watch the very end fight sequence, watch the finale fight sequence between him and was it Matthew Fox? One of the worst filmed fight sequences ever. Okay? Nothing but shaky cam. You couldn't see shit. Okay? That's how not to film a fight sequence. Okay? So yeah, so we got The Boy Next Door is bullshit. Alex Cross is even worse. Ooh, even better. The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Woo. Waste of Jet Li and Michelle Yeoh in that piece of shit. And and the creme de la creme, yes. Stealth, baby. Woo! Stealth, baby. Woo, hell of a resume. I'm excited. I got chills.
So once again, we have a situation where we have a remake, whatever, for the sake of just bringing back an old property that some people might know about. But Hollywood, if you don't care,
yes,
why the hell should we care?
Yes.
You're going to throw this project into the hands of a pretty much untested writer, a half and half director, and again, don't get me wrong, I have no hate for Ronda Rousey. A lot of people don't like that woman. I have absolutely no issue with her. I've seen her fight. She could kill me. But
that's debatable.
she can't act.
No, she can't act.
And that's not her fault because she's not an actor.
Right.
However, you're really going to have an MMA fighter who has already kind of displayed that she needs help in the acting department. You're going to have her carry a film for the sake of having a female badass in your movie. That's the whole... This is basically a gimmick film.
Yes.
The gimmick is it's a girl now.
Yeah.
And you know how that's going to end? I'm a badass. I don't need no man. And then some guy's going to walk into the bar. I want to have your baby. That's basically how this movie is going to go. That's how badasses are portrayed. And that's why my standard is set up to here when it comes to women who are believably portrayed strong female characters. And there's only three. There's only three now. Ellen Ripley, Sarah Connor, and Furiosa. That is it. Yep. Why? Because they're well-rounded. They're well-rounded.
Yes.
You have really strong performances behind them. Really clear motivations behind all of these characters. And that's the problem with female badasses in Hollywood. They're all attitude. They're all playing it being a badass when there's no reason for them to be this, I'm badass, I'm a badass, I'm a badass. Yeah. That's basically what we get in these films because they don't care to write them as interesting characters. Now, it's easier for a guy to be a badass. He walks on screen, he's got some muscles, and he's shooting a gun. But that's the 80s, okay? It was easier to do that shit in the 80s. We don't want that anymore unless it's a throwback, unless it's a fun little, play on, oh, hey, remember this? Remember the Expendables? Huh?
But I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this. First of all, I'm not even happy that there's a remake.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with this bullshit talent we got attached to it. And I'm really not happy. And it's got nothing to do with, because she's a woman. It's got nothing to do with it. I'm just not happy that Ronda Rousey is the lead. It's going to be terrible.
Well,
look what they did with Gina Carano. Gina Carano, convincing, she's a badass MMA fighter, okay? Convincing on screen. She could do really good fight choreography and fight scenes on screen. Her acting was so bad, they gave her little to no dialogue in, I believe, Fast 6, right? In her own movie, where she starred, what happened? Her first debut film, what happened? What did they do? Because she can't act. What did they do?
They dubbed her over.
Yeah. Yeah, what was the name of that movie?
I
forgot the name of it.
Oh, man.
I'm typing it right now.
Haywire?
Haywire. Okay? That whole entire movie of Haywire is not Gina Carano talking. She is dubbed by an actress. And this is what's going to happen with Rousey. They're going to dub her over.
I think it is a mistake to do this.
Horrible.
To do Roadhouse with a female. It's kind of like the female Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
This is a gimmick.
Yes.
It's female Ghostbusters. It's not the new Ghostbusters reboot. It's female Ghostbusters. Well, why are we making such a big deal if it's just another reboot? Well, because in the 80s, you had a team of comedians that made this movie. So yeah, all of them were going to be guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, a lot of movies, I'm not going to even joke. I'm not even going to play like there's no, machoism in films. It's blatant. But yeah, in a lot of movies, the women are kind of subjected to just the secondary roles of the secretary or whatever. We're just the side characters, love interest, whatever. But to just make a Ghostbusters reboot just because they're female. Yeah. Oh, see her? It's a gimmick. And this is another gimmick. this isn't like they're going to take the time to make her an actually interesting, fleshed out character. She's just going to be this flat, one-dimensional badass. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee you that's all this is going to be. This is not going to be interesting. And granted, he has more of a connection to Roadhouse than I do. I saw it late in life, and it's so cheesy I can barely stand it. But
it's good cheese though.
It's that kind of cheese where if you dig it, you dig it, but it's a little too much for me.
Pain don't hurt. I'm upset. This is stupid. This is retarded, man. Like, this is just why. Now, so far, what I've seen of Ronda Rousey on the screen, she looks good fighting on screen. Okay, in Furious 7, she did well. Expendables 3, she did well. So it's not like she can't do the fight sequences on screen. But, man, this is what they should have did. Okay, and she already played a fucking bouncer already in Expendables 3. She was already a fucking bouncer before they picked her up and put her on the team. This is what should have happened. All right, you get a Statham, or you get another convincing. This goes the same thing for guys too. I don't want to see fucking weak looking, emo looking somebody who cannot convincingly be a badass on screen. I don't want to see a guy.
We don't want to see the new Lobo comics. What they did to Lobo.
Yeah, we want to see a convincing guy hold his own and be the lead and be a badass. Get a Statham, get somebody, right? Get Scott Adkins. I'm a big Scott Adkins fan. Get somebody, all right? And what they should have did with Rousey was they should have had her on his team, okay? In the original Roadhouse, all right? Patrick Swayze, the late Patrick Swayze, he was in charge. He was the head bouncer, and he had his own team of bouncers under him that took orders from him, and they worked together. Rousey would have been perfect to be on the team and kick so much ass. She could have stole the movie.
I think she really would have been in Expendables 3 again, though.
I know, but this is where we're at here. I'm trying to save it, damn it. But Hollywood's they're not listening.
They're not going to let you do it, sorry.
So, her as the lead is terrible. I mean, it was already bad enough. Forget this horrifying remake that we got coming. It was already bad enough when the Marvel superhero Miss Marvel movie is coming up soon, and they're trying to get some casting ideas, and it was bad enough that they considered her to be Miss Marvel, and I
don't know if I believe
Captain Marvel.
I don't know why I believe that. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because Marvel
that would have been horrible too.
Marvel Disney right now, they are in too deep to fuck around with their casting, and you cannot have an untested or tested actress who has proven that she's too rough around the edges to hold her own in a film. They would never have casted her in that unless they were willing to put like a lot of effort into her acting coach. Right. They would have had to really work with her to ensure that she could actually pull it off acting wise. I don't believe for a second that they would bring in somebody that I don't think they would Gal Gadot it. Okay, I don't. And that's another one that I'm like, oh, we'll just see about this, Miss Gadot.
Yeah,
and
we'll see if she's a convincing Wonder Woman. So we'll see if that works. She's already doubting. She's already like, no, not sold.
It's not a doubt. It's not a doubt. I just don't. I refuse.
You don't see Gal Gadot as awesome, badass Amazonian warrior.
I do not see myself Heath Ledgering this casting decision. Right, when I first heard about Heath Ledger as the Joker, I'm like, that teenage heartthrob that ended up getting screwed by
I was pissed off too. Until we saw the movie.
And then I saw the movie and I'm like, I shut my face.
Yeah, and we had to shut up. Which is a good thing. Prove us wrong, Gadot.
Yeah. But,
prove us wrong. Let us go. That was the most badass Wonder Woman female warrior I've ever seen.
Hollywood does not know how to do it. Furiosa, Ellen Ripley, and Sarah Connor were flukes. They were flukes. They were anomalies in Hollywood. They never, ever should have happened. I don't know how these characters ever came to fruition. I don't know where these actresses came from that they were actually able to do this perfect. The stars were in alignment, and we just got what we got, and it was glorious. And it may never happen again. I might not ever see something like that again in my lifetime. I don't know if I will. However, Hollywood just can't do it because they don't care. They do not care. We are still in an age where our society, we have a lot of women out there who don't want to see this. We have a lot of women out there that criticize
Yeah.
women's MMA
Yeah.
as being disgusting and barbaric, but it's perfectly okay to watch guys do it.
Yeah.
But women do it. Oh,
that is a good point.
It's unladylike. We still can't handle the concept of a woman warrior. And so when we put it onto film, it's a joke. Or it's
80% of the time it's bad.
It just rarely works. And they're already not taking this seriously with not only the casting, but the writing and the directing.
If they're smart, this better be like straight to video bullshit. Like video on demand, low budget, straight to video, whatever. Unfortunately, I'm not even going to mention that Roadhouse 2 bullshit sequel. That didn't even happen. Okay,
What about the musical, though?
No.
There's some other remakes that are coming out.
God dang it. I forgot about the Roadhouse musical! Starring Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. I forgot his name. Was it Ty Mack or something like that?
Yeah.
He was Patrick Swayze's character. So imagine Bruce Leroy with blonde wig on. I saw photos of it. I was laughing my ass off. I was in tears. But that's different. A brosicle. It was a brosicle. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me laugh. I appreciate it. Because I'm depressed. I'm depressed. I mean, seriously. They're going to do a freaking Die Hard fucking remake now? Starring Jenny McClain? Is that what we have?
It'd be better than Lethal
Weapon? We do another Lethal Weapon? I mean, this is getting... See, like you said, if the actresses are well casted and they're convincing, I'm all for it.
If the writing
But
takes
this
it
is
seriously,
sounding like a gimmick.
Yes.
Gimmick movies.
To me, that's what it sounds
they're
like.
women now. Woo!
What a wacky twist!
Boy!
Yeah. Now, what are the other?
And I'm all for female badasses, man. But this Roadhouse is horrible.
You have to do it the right way.
Just stop touching our shit, Hollywood.
You have to do it the right way, though.
Stop ruining our shit.
What were the other remakes you just mentioned? What were the other ones?
Some other remakes coming out. We got fucking She's All That.
Now that.
Sure. Why? What was the other one? It was
The Craft.
The Craft.
Now that is actually an interesting potential. That has potential only because I enjoyed The Craft.
Yeah.
However, I felt like it needed more.
Yeah.
It needed more of a punch to it. It ended up getting a rated R because of the witchcraft. That movie was not very violent at all. There was not really a whole lot going on that would have warranted an R rating. But because girls were practicing witchcraft, the MPAA lost their fucking minds.
Yeah.
And, it's going to be rated R because little girls doing witchcraft. So, I mean, but that's the problem, though. In this pussified day and age, that will get a PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
And it'll be even more watered down than the first one. So, where you had one glimpse of potential, that is a movie that you could remake if you did it well.
Yeah.
But.
And it's always a big but. But, shut up. Anyway.
You like it.
I do. Oh, this video's getting weird now. So anyway, okay, I heard Rousey went to, I'm reading up a little bit on this, she went to Swayze's wife and asked for her blessing and asked for her permission to do the role. And that's fine, that's all nice. I want to like Rousey. I do. But this is just a slap in the face. You can tell that they just don't care. Let's just do another fucking remake. Let's butcher another cult classic. We already butchered the classics already. Poltergeist and all the other shit that came out this year. We butchered the classics. But now let's continue the tradition of butchering the cult classics now. Because we got fucking Big Trouble in Little China remake coming out. You can see my reaction on that. But yeah. I'm not happy and I don't know. I'm kind of over it now. I got it out of my system.
And that's the beauty.
Fuck it.
That's the beauty when you get old enough.
It's never gonna take away.
No, and that's
the old movies.
That's the brilliance when you get to be as old as us. We have seen almost every shred of our childhood come back, and I had just said this in a previous video. I just said this in a previous video. We have seen just about every trace of our childhood brought back, sometimes 2 to 3 to 4 times. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is still being remade
Yeah.
as a different incarnation every couple of years still.
Yeah.
And we were older when that came out. That was late 80s for us, and we were already, not too old, but And that's the thing. In this beautiful age of Blu-rays and DVDs and digital, everything is stored. We have everything the way we love it. We have it preserved for all time. They could remake The Empire Strikes Back.
I dare you to try that shit.
You could do it.
Good luck.
You could remake Jaws. You could remake anything now, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, you can get a little pissed off because the logic doesn't make any sense. And that's what it boils down to. It's the Hitman syndrome. Why would you hire the writer from the first Hitman that went absolutely nowhere to write the second Hitman?
Agent 47.
Which went absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
Why does Hollywood keep making these decisions? Especially when there's very little money to be gained from it. This movie is not going to make a lot of money. It might make its money back. If this is really cheaply done, you might rake in a little bit extra dough.
That's what I'm saying. They need to release a straight video if they're smart.
Or they'll just make it really cheap.
Yeah.
And tout it as Ronda Rousey, UFC women's champ. And
the audience of today does not know what the fucking Road House is. They know who Patrick Swayze is, okay? So it's literally, that MMA fighter, that dog Mayweather, has her own movie now, so let's go see her fight. And whatever gets butts in seats.
Enough people know who she is that, she's in another movie? Let's go see that.
Now, I'm reaching here, okay? I'm reaching. If the fight scenes are fucking awesome, I'm talking brutal, I'm talking really good fight choreography, I'm not talking this, mammy-pammy bullshit, okay, PG-13 shit. I'm talking, Raid 2 violence. I'm not expecting Raid 2 fight choreography. I'm talking about violence, grabbing the head.
No, you lost me, sweetie.
Grabbing the head, bashing it up the brick wall multiple times. I can at least enjoy that, but this is still just a horrible idea. She's miscasted.
You would have to no, it's impossible.
No, it's not going to happen.
We don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
We are more civilized in our filmmaking.
So let us know what you guys think, man, about this. If you think this is one of the best ideas Hollywood ever had, let us know. We seriously, we actually do want to know what you guys think about this remake.
Or are you on my side where that's really stupid?
Yeah.
But so what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
The food's ready.
So it's done. The oven is telling
done.
us it's time to end the video.
It's time to go. But yeah, let us know what you think, and in terms of other remake and reboots coming out, that we don't know about, let us know what's coming out, and let us know what you think of those. But this, even though it won't, again, I'm going to leave you with this, even though it will not take away the classics or the cult classics, the old films, it's still frustrating. It's still tiresome. I'm tired now. Just seeing, these movies just come out cheap and nobody cares. And they just wind up being a bunch of lame, crappy piece of shit films. And it's sad. Because, even though they're extremely rare, there's actually some good remakes out there. And they may not be better than the originals, but they're definitely very well made, and they're like odes to the originals. And there's some good remakes out there. They're very rare, but they exist. And if they can be done, they all can be done. More than likely, they won't, because Hollywood can go suck a dick. Fat Samurai Guy and Lady Fat Blood are out. Let us know what you guys think, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you soon.